Watch out! I'm opening the sky.
What's going on, guys? The Apex person here, and today I have another tips and tricks video, and this video is on Gibraltar. I know I've done so much things on Gibraltar recently. I have so many clips. I've just been playing him in ranked a lot recently, and it's really surprising to me how much I've been playing him, considering he was not my favourite legend before this wee period of my channel. But I will say Season 6 looks absolutely amazing to me. I'm kind of surprised that Mirage Voyage is sadly going away, but for me it's for the better. I've won a couple of games there, and I've won a couple of games because of it, and it was a really nice place, but I feel like that's going to be made up for with the new areas, the new places to land. It's going to be so sick. I'm still sad that there's no new map, but we'll go past that and look at the brighter side. Rampart looks amazing as well. She looks viable, and I don't think I'll be playing her for ranked. I don't know if she'll be a ranked player. I don't know if she'll be the best ranked person in the game, but I will say this. I think she'll be a really good legend. I think she'll be better than Loba, and I want to see what they're going to be doing with Pathfinder. Pathfinder got a massive nerf. If you saw my tips and tricks video on Pathfinder, it's kind of sad, and I didn't really enjoy it. I hope that hopefully the buff Octane's jump had just a little bit, just a few wee tweaks to the double jump, because to me it still doesn't feel good, and he doesn't really feel viable still to all the teams. He's still a way worse Pathfinder, and he will get lasered by Rampart's abilities and stuff. It's not going to be a good season for Octane, and I can just see that. Now, there was one more thing I was going to say, and that is thank you for the support on the channel recently. We're almost at 50 subs, so I want to try and get to that mark by the end of the year, I guess. I want to try and get 50. And as you can see, I'm almost at 100 total wins this season, so I want to get that as well. And I just want to say thank you a lot. And I know my channel wasn't insanely big and all that, and I've not got tens of thousands of subscribers, but every person that comments, likes, subscribes, it really just makes my day. And I hope if you're watching this, you enjoy the content and you get something out of these tips and tricks videos. And I know a lot of people do stuff like this, like the macro show and all that, so far. And I just want to say, I'm just taking a bit of inspiration from them, and I want to just try and help the best way I can. But enough of me rambling. I'm sorry, I've been rambling quite a bit this intro. So subscribe if you're new, click the notifications button to see more Apex Legends content, tips and tricks videos, or more. Also ask me if you want me to play any other games. I was thinking maybe playing some Hyperscape, or if I can, maybe Fall Guys. But at the moment I'm just focused on Apex Legends, and if you want to see other games, then that's up to you guys. Right, so I'll be seeing yous all in the next one. Bye! So guys, my first tip will be on the dome shield. I want to try and get this one over and done with so we can get to the clip. But yeah, his dome shield is his best ability, in my opinion. I'd say it's got some abilities that are really useful in combat and in different situations. So let's start off with him being able to fast heal and fast res in the dome, which in situations is overpowered, and I'd say it's a bit unfair for other people, especially if you have that gold knockdown shield when you're resing. So we'll start from fast res, which is Gibraltar's best ability, best part of his best ability, should I say, and its animation is really slick, it's really cool, and it's probably I would I wouldn't really say it's insane, but it's probably one of the best res in the game, and that's if it's probably the only res besides from lifelines. But it's very I really enjoy using it, and it's fun to just pick up a teammate and just lift them up and hit them in the back and send them back into the fight like troopers, and it really makes you feel important to me, and that's really good. So it's really good when you obviously when you've your teammates down and you need to res them. It's really good, and especially in those small circles where you need to get your teammate in the game and you need to have that full man squad. You need that, and you're protected on all barriers. And I hope you use this ability more. I hope this is the main reason why he's such a must pick in competitive and in ranked. He's such a good legend, and that's the reason why he's so good. Now, I really wanted to get onto the fast res first so that I can get onto the fast heals. His fast heals is really good as well. It's 15% faster. Uh, it's not 25% faster anymore, which I was kind of shocked about, but I don't really mind because it's kind of unfair to most people. So I just wanted to say, in my opinion, that it's not insane to me. I'd say 20% or maybe even 19 is a bit better because maybe 20 or 15% is it's and to me, I don't know if I'm just it's probably just because I'm a dingus, but to me it feels kind of short. It doesn't really feel amazing. It doesn't feel like fast heals. Considering he's now the only one with fast heals, I don't really think you should be scared like about the fast heals. Considering he's the only one who does it now, and now that lifeline, of course, isn't really like that anymore. I feel like it should be 20% instead of 15, or not 25%. That was overpowered, but maybe 20%. Now, what there was something else I was going to say. It was yes, and that is I want to talk about his perk. I know this has nothing to do with his tactical. It's probably more like his passive, but it's his fortified ability. Now, if you didn't know, Gibraltar is thick. He is huge, huge, huge. He is thicker than I hate saying that, but he's got the biggest hitbox in the game at the moment, and he's just above Caustic in terms of hitbox. And at the beginning of the game, having a massive hitbox with no way to counter it it was terrible, especially for Gibraltar. And of course, he had his gun shield, so he had more of an effect. Like it was better than Caustic, but now that they added the fortified ability, which um, stops all slowing effects of guns, and also he takes in way more damage. I think it's 15%, and he takes in more damage so he has a fighting chance against all them sweaty Wraith mains out there, like my dad, Funky Legend, and yeah, I'd say it's really useful for him as a legend. It's really useful for the Gibraltar mains. Gibraltar mains were extremely sad before this came out, and I'm really glad I got to play him. I started playing him. So I'm so glad I started playing him after he was pretty trash. So yeah, that's his fortified ability. I wouldn't say it's an insane ability. It helps him as a legend, and it helps the community when playing Gibraltar. So we'll be moving on to Gibraltar's passive ability. Gibraltar's passive ability is his gun shield, which is really, really useful when trying to level up your evil shields, when trying to peak with a G7 or triple take or any other sniper rifle or assault rifle. Now Gibraltar is amazing for long range duels as he is literally unstoppable. Because of that gun shield, he has an extra 50 health, which is really bad on people that are other people. Obviously, other Gibraltars can destroy that because they have their own gun shield. But if you're going up against a Wraith at long range or somebody else at long range, and they don't have much movement, they're pretty much screwed. Because that extra health will just grant you a free pass, like what I'm doing here. It grants you basically a free pass when when you're trying to snipe with a G7. Now I'd say the best combo for this man is the R99 G7 Scout, as the R99 shreds at close range and the G7 shreds at long range and mid range. Now obviously there's been rumours that R99's going away, so if I was to change that I would say the Prowler. Obviously I didn't pick it up there because I was trying to test EVA 8 and R99 out, but yeah, I would say the G7 and the Prowler once the R99 goes. That's if it does go, and the Devotion comes back into the game, which I kinda don't really feel excited for, to be honest. I should have said that in the intro. Yes, the R99 might be going away, and the Devotion is coming back. Same with Energy Mags and Turbocharger. But that's not mostly what the video is about. That's about Gibraltar again, and yeah, I'd say Gibraltar's is insanely huge when it comes to evil shields, as let's just say your teammates both have evil shields and you have a purple. Because, well, yeah, let's say that. Swap out the evil shields, and this is if you have a G7, so you can do that damage. You take their evil shields, you level up to maybe level 3 or level 2, and then give it to them, armor swap. Armor swapping in ranked and competitive is used a lot, and me and my brothers and that use it when we're playing. It's extremely useful, and I like doing it, as it's fun to do, as you're leveling up other people's shields. You're like, to me, Gibraltar's like the evil shield factory. He just gets in, gets all the stuff, and does that for everyone else. Now, so there's another way you can do this. You can maybe have somebody, let's say you have a purple, one of your teammates has purple and the other one has blue. Now, don't be a dingus and give that purple shield to them, because you don't need it, because you have the gun shield, because you have that extra health. So with that blue body shield, you're still technically going to have a purple, maybe even an evil, because of the added gun shield. So that you all have good shields, and that's really important. You can't be all about you. It can't always be just about you. And I learned that the more I played Gibraltar, that I need to be more about my teammates rather than myself. I'm not saying you can't keep your body shield. You can keep your body shield if you want. It's just a suggestion if your teammates don't have really good shields, and you have that gun shield, so maybe give it to your teammates if you're up to it. Now, the ultimate ability is it's very you have to take time to get good with it. I took a long time, and I'm still kind of bad with it, but it took me quite a while. It was the thing that I wanted to learn, and I had to learn the most, and that was his ultimate, the airstrike. Now, you're probably saying, oh, but it's just an airstrike, how can you get amazing with it? It's timing it, it's having good timing, because they could have a Watson, they could have a Gibraltar, they could have anyone who stops that ultimate, and then that's you just wasted an ultimate. Now, I'd suggest having two ultimate accelerants with you, just in case your ultimate messes up, you hit nobody, you get no damage, or it doesn't down anyone, and it just does absolutely nothing, and causes you to have no ultimate for another like minute and a half or something like that. And it just saves you some time. Have at least two ultimate accelerants. I would suggest two, especially in ranked. At least have two. Now, so like I was saying earlier, it's you have to time it right. So when they have you need to know first what, like, this is just in general, like this is for every other legend, not just Gibraltar. You need to know which legend are in each team. So let's say this other team has a Gibraltar, they have a Wraith, and they have a Pathfinder. Your main focus is that Gibraltar, because flinging that ultimate down, they can just fling the dome, and that's your ultimate done. So wait until you need to kind of force them into flying that dome, and then maybe like 3 seconds into the dome, flying your ultimate down. So when that ult comes down, their dome is going to be gone. They have no cover from the ultimate, and they'll just get hit. And then you can just go and laser them with Prowlers, R99s, and that squad's done. And remember, you have those ultimate accelerants. So maybe wait until you're about 20%, then use the ultimate accelerants, because then two ultimate accelerants give you 40% each. So once you're at 20%, that's a full ulti right there. Now, Watson ults, I've never really come across a lot of Watsons, to be honest. In ranked, yes, but in public matches, not much. So that one you're gonna have to save your ultimate. Like, not every time when you're rushing you have to fling an ultimate down. So I would suggest maybe waiting a wee bit, try and get some long range in, and then that's when you go in fling the ultimate, because that ultimate will run out now because of the nerf. So I don't know how long it takes. I think it takes 90 seconds, so you need to wait a wee bit. And if they start rushing you, you need to remember this: when they're rushing you, when they're in a bad spot and you know they can't get out of it, fling your ultimate down, because they can't. Once they can't get anywhere, they're screwed. And that's just in case they don't have a Gibraltar. That's in case they don't have a Watson. If, let's say, they have, right, I know we're not going to see that in ranked much, but maybe an Octane, a Mirage, and a Pathfinder. Their Pathfinder and their Octane are their main way of getting out of there. But if they don't have their ults, like, this is really, like, situational, because this ultimate is very situational, in my opinion. You really want to try and, like, his ability takes so much to get used to. It takes so much to perfect, and I'm not even done perfecting it. I really need to get better with it still. And if you're trying to get good with it, I would suggest maybe try and focus on his ultimate a bit more, practice it more in firing range. Firing range is really useful, and I know a lot of people think not, because obviously that's not insane, but yeah. And maybe for a wee bonus tip, just so that we can kind of drag this out a bit, try and get it to 10 minutes, you know. Um, and that is, watch out for EMPs. EMPs destroy your dome shield, so watch out for that. And I would suggest maybe having a crypto on your team, like I do in this one with Lord Mail. We both mess up our ults, so that was kind of sad. But what we were trying to do is we were waiting for them to put their dome down. So what happens is I was meant to fling my ult first. I kind of messed it up. That's probably the main reason why that happened. I fling my ult down first, and the EMP destroys the dome. So this is a wee play for you if you're in ranked. The EMP destroys the dome. So instead of waiting, you can just fling your ultimate down first. Then he can EMP. That the dome's gone, so they're going to take so much damage, and that's from the EMP as well. So that's Gibraltar ultimate damage, and that is EMP damage. Just go in and one shot all of them, and we've done it at great success, and it's worked for us, and hopefully it works for you as well. Now, I know this, and so now we're going to be going on to the next clip. I hope you enjoyed. I will try and put the other tips and tricks videos in the link in the description, so you can get good with Octane or with Pathfinder. Now, like I said in the intro, I'm not trying to copy anyone. I'm just trying to help the way I can help best. And I really hope you enjoy these types of videos, and I really enjoy making them. So subscribe if you're new, click notifications button to see more Pix Legends content or tips and tricks videos. Ask me which tips and tricks videos you want to see next. Maybe Rave, maybe Crypto. I've kind of been thinking of maybe doing Crypto. So yeah, and we'll be moving on to the gameplay now, like I showed at the start. This gameplay we do not actually win, but I really wanted to put it out because it was such a good game, and yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. Enjoy the clip.
Copy that.
1 minute. The ring is far.
Man, getting shot.
Recharging shields.
Recharging shields. Heads up. Grenade.
Reloading.
The ring is very close. 40.
Healing up. Give me a second. Making contact with enemy. Throwing some cover for my brothers. Watch out. I'm opening the sky.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Heads up. Check out this way.
That was the last of them. Another squad.
Let's move this way.
You'll be all right. We gotcha.
Repairing. Incoming care package.
Thanks, fella. Give Hostile right here.
Hostile. Frag out.
Let's go here.
Frag out.
Tango kills.
Recharging shields.
Reloading. Fire, friend. Reloading. We just eliminated the whole squad. Exciting.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Reloading.
Reloading. Down one. Brothers, let's move this way. Taking fire.
Top of the chimney. Taking fire.
Rain down some destruction.
The enemy. Reloading.
Nice. Champions out. Meat wagon's having one hell of a day.
Reloading.
We fit. Recharging shields.
Give it in the chimney. Close. Oscar Mike. Spotted.
Downed one. Thermite out.
Ambush! Ambush! There's another squad!
There's another squad. Hands up. Ring closes in a minute.
I killed an enemy.
Enemy out.
I am down. Contact with target.
He's next door. 45.
Giving my shield a recharge. Reloading. We're close. I'm down. I'm down.
Reloading. Tango down.
Check out these waves.
The enemies are shooting at me. Recharging.
Taking fire. Spotted.
Give my shields a recharge.
Charging shields.
I am taking fire, friend. Firing. I am repairing myself. Giving my shields a recharge.
Reloading. One down. Reloading.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Reloading.
Down the target.
Took out an enemy.
Getting shot. Giving my shields a recharge.
The enemies are shooting at me.
One shield out.
Tango down.
One down. Recharging shields.
Reloading.
To the last one.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Progress. Give me a second. Recharging shields.
Repairing.
Let's go here.
I am taking fire, friend.
Raining down some destruction. I'm down, brother.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am.
We have our Apex champions.